Right.
We've not done this for a while.
I'll use this.
Why?
Because it makes a sound so it to synchronise the audio and the video. Like that. There you go.
What you like. Who's starting? We've not done this for a while.
We're a little bit rusty. Okay. May as well be me then if I can get the words out.
Different.
Hello, welcome to another
Charity shop haul.
Charity shop haul video.
It was all charity shops, wasn't it? We didn't.
No,
we were going to go somewhere else, but we didn't.
No, this is all charity shops. These
Okay.
are different charity shops, but these are all charity shops.
So it's been a while since we did one of these. The last one we did was a car boot sale haul.
Mm,
It was when we were coming back from Traverse. That was the last one of these.
Ah, yes, that was it.
We've
yes,
been to
yes.
a lot of charity shops since then. And
We
car
have.
boot sales.
We have.
And everything else.
There's been a lot going on. A lot going on.
But we haven't quite made it to sitting in front of a camera and doing a video. So it's time to catch up. So, for those of you that don't know, I'm Penny.
And I'm Bon.
And we blog at Penny Blogs and also Penny Plays, which is the one that's probably more of interest today based on what we've picked up from the charity shops. So, shall we crack on and look at what we got? So yesterday we only did the local charity shops and we only did it while the little baby, the new edition, had a nap in her pram.
Yep.
So that was our opportunity to do them. So we just did the local ones where we live, plus one new out-of-town one that's like a big superstore.
Yes, yes, really. It's
Cancer
quite
Research.
Cancer Research.
It's like on a retail park. So you've got your big
it's
Next, you've got your big Halfords and everything else, and then you've got a Cancer Research shop.
And it's huge.
I'm not used to having like a whole wall of board games.
Yeah, there was quite a lot of board games.
That's good. And clothes.
Clothes, very well organised. It was a tidy.
It was a tidy
nice and
shop,
tidy
'cause it was
charity
new.
shop. That was new, yeah. There weren't things strewn everywhere. It didn't have that charity shop smell that you get.
It's hard to have that
I'm
smell
not saying
when
it's
the
a bad
ceilings are
smell.
so high.
I'm not saying it's a bad smell. I'm just saying that there's that particular
Unless you
smell.
go to the Ponty charity shop in St Albans who burn incense. Because in
That's-
St Albans
that's
you
St
get
Albans
rid of
though,
the
innit?
charity shop smell.
That's just St Albans.
Anyway, right, on with the goods. So,
Yes.
we did local hospice shops. We did like the mainstream British Heart Foundation type places, Age Concern or Age UK or whatever they're called now. And also there's one charity shop locally that's a bit different in that it's for, I think it's for
There was
soldiers.
yeah,
I can't think of the name of it
no, neither
now.
can I. There was YMCA. Oh no,
Which
that
was
was
shut.
closed. That was closed.
YMCA was shut for staff training because they haven't got a manager at the moment.
Staff training.
But we did Age UK, we did the local hospice, we did British Heart Foundation, we did the one that helps former soldiers, and we did the massive Cancer Research out of town one.
Yeah.
So let's make a start. So I think this we found actually in the first one.
Yeah, we did.
I'm not a Doctor Who fan.
I'm a little, I suppose. So this is the David Tennant era, I think, of Doctor Who, or might even be before that.
2004, so yeah, that'd be about right.
That's David Tennant.
Oh no, 2006.
Okay,
is the latest copyright date.
So it's either Eccleston or Tennant because it's the.
I'm guessing Tennant
Probably.
or Smith or something like that.
Yeah,
but
but Dalek
Dalek
Operation.
game board and everything else. I have opened this, and there's only. I'll be honest. I was planning to sell this, and it was a pure profit thing. The only problem is we are missing the instruction sheet, which isn't the end of the world, and two of the little
like
body
these
parts.
little things that you sort of,
But they're only small,
Will I focus on
those.
that? I will. Look at that. Oh.
And now some have moved around inside the thing anyway. But we're missing two of those. But you can buy them on eBay. But then they work out at $1.99 each. So do I just sell this as incomplete? It's got all the cards in it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't remember Operation with cards.
No, this is why
But
all with money, in fact.
Well, I googled Operation last night because my kids have somewhere got a copy of Operation, but it's just bog standard Operation. And I just remember that you just go in and take them out and it buzzes, his nose lights up and that's it. But reading the rules online, you have doctor and specialist cards and you shuffle these and you've dealt them at the start and it tells you what you have to take out and it's got values on and you get paid that much for the thing. So in here you've actually got Doctor Who banknotes.
Yeah. So I don't know. Okay. Yeah. So there's, like, for example, you get like human touch. You need to be hands-on to carry this out, and you sort of get that whole sort of.
Yeah. But then you have to you can how much does that one pay?
600.
Are you on the specialist cards there or the
Oh, I don't know what
ones?
they are. Specialist. Oh yes.
Okay.
Specialist
So
card,
you then get paid certain amounts of Doctor Who money to do it. So the money bit was a whole new thing to me with Operation.
Yep.
I mean, if you're into Doctor Who and you collect Doctor Who things, you probably want this, and that's
Yeah.
what I'm hoping someone will do on eBay.
It's supposed to also speak, and I'm assuming it says something like exterminate. It says he really really talks.
Oh, I kind of missed that bit.
Yeah, so
You're an enemy
we
of
haven't
the
tried that
Daleks
bit out
instead
yet.
of- Oh, we should do that.
Yeah,
Get
maybe
some batteries in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Find some batteries and see whether that actually works.
Okay.
I see no reason why that wouldn't.
No, it should do. It's just whether we buy the spare parts.
Yeah,
and the
yeah. That's whether it's going to
or
be worth
whether it's-
our while
or
doing.
sell it
it.
as incomplete.
We'll find out. We'll find
So
out.
that was number one.
Yep.
Another thing I found, which isn't a
yeah.
game,
Yeah.
these little observers books. They're really collectible, actually. Those normally, and it cost me a grand total.
49p.
49p.
I was just gonna...
But again, I was kind of. I
That's
don't
brilliant.
collect those. I collect lots of other books, but I don't collect the observer ones. But I know lots of people do, and I know that to have a whole like bookcase of those with spines and that is quite a thing. So when I saw that for just 49p and in excellent condition,
Yeah,
it
it's
would
in
have
really
had a
good
dust jacket.
would-
But
yeah.
even still, even without the dust jacket, I've seen people selling them for a £5 or more. So I might try and just sell that one.
Yep.
Right. Other things we found. We found some random games.
Yeah, random
games
is-
we'd never heard of before.
This one I found because of my interest in vinyl, and at first glance it looks like vinyl. I thought, well, that's a bit of a weird place to put the vinyl, but it's not vinyl. It's an actual game, and never seen the game before.
I did a little bit of reading up on this last night.
Yeah.
Not a huge amount. And there's a bit of blurb on the back
Yeah.
cover, which again makes it look like vinyl. But you've got some playing pieces
Yeah.
here, which is all complete. And I don't think this has ever been played. And at
No.
the front, this bit here is actually, I believe, the playing board. So I think we haven't got it all out of the packaging yet.
No,
I think you open it up
yeah,
and slide
yeah.
it out.
I don't.
There.
I think it has been played
I
because
think
this
it
isn't
has
the original
once.
sellotape on this, but
But there's like a game board there on the back, I
yeah.
think, as
So
well. But the
it's-
whole thing was, it was two friends. Kensington is the brilliant outcome of an arduous adventure by two eccentric British friends to develop a game of pure skill that can be easily learnt as enjoyably played by children and adults in each and every country of the world, irrespective of its language or way of life. They need to write shorter sentences.
Yeah, they
is what
do.
these two people need to do, really. So the idea is it's a bit like checkers or drafts or chess or something like that. But I think they played it. I think the idea is the board game is based on a grid that they saw in some paving somewhere in
Right.
Kensington Gardens, or
Okay.
layout of some flower beds or
Right.
something. So we
I
will do a review of
must
this.
admit I've not read the blurb on the back. So
We will do this on a review on Penny Plays
Yeah,
at some point.
yeah.
It also seems, having had a look on eBay, that there was a Commodore 64
there
computer
was,
game
and I've been
version
frantically
of
trying
this.
to find it, but yeah, it's
So yeah, I'm intrigued, but it rings vague bells, and I wonder if I had it on the BBC MyPro as a kid or
might have been.
something.
It might have been one of those.
Dismissed it as
It
being
may have
dull.
been maybe one of those games. Yeah, because
It doesn't look.
board games on computers were generally in that time. Well, they still are, I suppose. Were generally quite
And
dull.
as a child, you kind of looked at, oh, I don't want to play that.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
want to
Yeah.
play Paperboy or
Yeah,
something
exactly. Yeah,
instead.
play some. Why play board games on a computer? There's no point.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
so
we'll have a look at that.
I will see if I can find it as a
It was Game of the Year in,
as a
I
computer
think,
game.
possibly 79-ish.
But
That's what it says here.
interestingly, you know, you get the ages 8 to 88. It's got ages 7 to 107. So
This is the end thing at the moment, writing down a massive age as the top.
Yeah,
left, but
yeah.
still. Anyway, so we'll have a look at that. A bit random.
yeah,
Other things we found.
we'll leave that to last because that's not
Okay.
necessarily this one. You found this in the new shop.
This is in the big cancer research shop.
Yeah.
So Dixit, the dictionary game. Now, not to be confused with, I found there is another board game called Dixit,
Oh right,
but that's more of a, I think, role-play strategy type game, which is nothing like this. So this
Right.
is the dictionary game made by
Right.
Waddingtons originally, with the polystyrene box, which
Yeah.
you don't get anymore, do
no.
you?
Interesting. What are these things?
They go around letters on the board, I
Oh,
believe.
okay.
So your board is here,
Right. Okay.
folds out.
Yeah, yeah.
You've got Dixit in the middle, and
Oh,
then
I
for each
see.
thing you've
Oh, I
got
see.
word, super word,
So
word.
you get
So I
like
think
these little things.
you move around the board somehow, possibly, because you've got a free frame here, which is, of course is a little bit like Monopoly and your free
Mm. Yeah.
parking.
Okay.
So I think you do something weird like that.
So they go. I'm assuming.
You put them over certain letters. We've got the rule book, so we will work out how to.
Yeah. So yeah, like a little
Play
sort of
this
thing
as
like
well.
that. Which is quite okay.
So there's like scoring. So
Yeah.
the tiles have got numbers on, like
Yep,
you might
like
do in Scrabble,
Scrabble,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
I don't know if they're the same value in Scrabble.
So that even comes with its own little
Yeah, that's the thing. It does talk
little
about
dictionary. That's quite.
coming
Look
with
at that.
the
That's
thing.
a proper actual
And
dictionary.
the other thing is, you've got this wallet, the Dixit wallet, which is, I don't know, just the feel of it. It kind of has that old-fashioned.
Random counter.
Feel.
I'm not sure whether that's part of it.
I think it must be, but I don't know if there's supposed to be more than one
There might
counter.
be. Oh, I don't know.
It's a bit. I haven't, as I say, I've not read all the instructions.
No, they look like there are things missing because there are little indentations in the box here. So there's
Here we
possibly...
go. One rule booklet, one playing area, one playing piece,
Oh, okay.
2 dice,
2 dice, yes.
1 Dixit wallet.
Oh, that'll be what those are for in there. Oh, okay.
1 Collins mini gem dictionary.
Yeah,
48 coloured frames, 12
Possibly.
each of red, blue, orange, and green.
yeah.
And then 100 letter tiles.
Orange, yeah.
Yeah,
100
100 letter tiles.
Most
in there as
probably
well.
100.
And it
Hang
tells
on.
you exactly how many there are.
Yeah,
And I
there
think the
looks about 100 in
scores-
there.
I was going to say the scores look the same as Scrabble, but they don't actually, because Z and Q are 10, which is what you've got in Scrabble. But things like S is 2, which isn't the case in Scrabble.
I don't know. Scrabble wasn't really my game. Too wordy
No,
for
I
me.
quite like Scrabble.
No, I used to play it, but I used to.
But there's all things
Struggle
like
with-
word spaces and super words, and there's scoring examples in here, and I think you
Okay.
put the coloured things round things, and so we need to work that one out. But again, that'll come as a review. But looking it up, there's that slight confusion in that there's 2 games called Dixit, but this is very much the dictionary game
Right.
as that subtitle, the dictionary game. So, but it all seems to be there.
It does seem to be actually. I'm surprised actually.
So, but yeah, the polystyrene boxes. I remember there was a phase of polystyrene boxes for games and toys.
Yeah, just
wasn't there?
at the bottom. Oh, here.
I've got it stuck now.
We'll sort that out in a minute.
Anyway, so that was Dixit, and then the same shop,
Yes,
this one here,
this is
September, which isn't a very catchy name
No.
for a board game, is it?
no.
So a totally new design.
The month
in
I was
games.
born, but that's about it.
Again, ages 4 to 104.
Yeah.
Fantastic Klingon pieces attached to the board. 2 levels of play, 2 games in
Yeah.
one.
Have we
Players
actually-
2 to 4. We haven't even
We haven't even
opened
known this one.
tape
This will
on
be
some.
this will be an unboxing as well. If I find some scissors, I just go and get some.
Going out some scissors. So, play your pieces correctly to complete the chain and win the game. 2 games in one with 2 levels of skill, both simple to learn, subtle to play, and extremely addictive. Why do you want something that's subtle to play?
Subtle to play.
Paradigm Games. So, right, there's one bit of sellotape there. Don't slice my hand off on camera.
Now let me.
The box is a bit damaged, but I was kind of intrigued because, again, it's one of those things that it's just not a popular board game. It's not. I mean, I normally look for your brands like your Waddingtons, your MB, or whatever
Yeah.
Sears.
So, lid off. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's a nice big board here. So I'm assuming these are kind of magnetic. Oh no, I don't think they
No,
are.
sticky, but I don't know what we've got in
Oh, I see. They kind of right.
Do they stick?
Kind of.
They don't really. But there's some yellow and red bits in there, but what we seem to be missing is any sort of instructions. Oh, what's in the box? What's in the box lid down there?
What's in the box? Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, we've got the instructions. That makes
We've got
sense, yeah.
quite small instructions. So apparently they are supposed to. So I think the general idea is that
I think they don't slide. That's,
No.
Well,
they don't slide, so you kind of
lay them on.
stick them on like this, and they will.
So here we go. Danny Kishon. Dear customer, we
So-
hope you enjoyed playing. Past tense. We hope you enjoyed playing September. So you open up the instructions, and the first thing is, we hope you enjoyed playing. Anyway, so Danny Kishon is the managing director of Paradigm Games. So I might have to look him up.
Slide off.
Oh, it makes me laugh here. They've got the contact details for the company. So they've got a telephone number, then they've got their telex number. That dates it slightly, doesn't it? Although I don't think there's no date on this. We've got instructions in English, French, that might be Italian, I think, and German on here. So the blurb, past tense. Dear customer, we hope you have enjoyed playing September. Danny Kishon, its inventor, is one of several new designers varying in age from 16 to 50 who have had their games produced by Paradigm Games.
Right.
If you have already invented a game or would like
Pause
to...
doorbell.
That's the doorbell. I'll keep reading.
Yeah.
If you've already invented a game or would like to, please contact our R&D division at the address shown below, or telex them, of course. Similarly, if you have any questions about September or any other of our games, please write to us. So, it's a bit weird, this. So then they talk about some other games. So, King, Ultimate, and Triad. So it's a bit, it's all a bit weird, really. Oh, okay, interesting. So on here, they talk about other games that they've made from this Paradigm Games. They talk about King, which is combining the simplicity of tic-tac-toe, blah, blah, blah. Then they say Ultimate, and they say the latest game by Brian Taylor, the inventor of Kensington. So in other words, these guys have also done a game with one of the guys who made this game.
Uh-huh.
Because here it does say Brian
Isn't that
Taylor
weird how
and
everything
Peter,
links together?
Brian Taylor and Peter Ford playing Kensington on the steps of the Albert Memorial. Is the back picture on there.
That's
So
where
this
everything
links,
is together.
this links somehow.
Yeah.
And it does say that these games are also available in pocket-sized Klingon versions and are ideal for travelling. So maybe this one isn't supposed to be Klingon.
Wait.
I don't know. Anyway.
Fantastic Klingon pieces attached to the
I'm
board.
not so sure about that.
They
Anyway.
don't really cling on as much. And and I'm now looking at it, I don't know whether all the pieces are there.
We'll have to have a look. Anyway, so... So, instructions, level 1 for 2 players. This is played within the black key line in the centre of the board.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there's this very faint black square there. The red player has 7 straight play pieces and 3 L-shaped pieces, and the yellow player possesses the same. So,
Possesses the same, hey?
possesses
Okay.
the same.
Oh, okay, hang on. So there are... Okay, so there are straight pieces. How many straight pieces?
7.
7.
It says 7 straight, but this is for the 2-player game. But then it gets more confusing because there is a level 2 game where you have some extra pieces, which is like a T,
Yep.
L plus and minus,
Yep, plus.
and double length pieces.
There's a T.
Oh, I think we're just going to have to sit and go through this in a bit,
Yeah.
and slower time and everything.
Some thick pieces. They do sort of cling.
Well, they cling to the
They cling to the
plastic
box.
in this.
But I think we're missing pieces. Oh, there's some down the side here.
Oh, okay. They're clinging onto the side of the box. We'll have to
So,
work this out.
yeah.
Because, yeah, it looks like we might... I can't think where I've seen this, like, material before. I don't think there were any more underneath. Come on.
That's kind of it.
Right, we'll work this out.
Yeah.
And hopefully it will appear on Penny Plays.
It
at
was
some point.
worth a punt for
a couple of quid.
£2 we paid for it, so yeah.
Couple of quid. I still haven't actually worked out what you're supposed to do with this. Oh, here we go.
It'll be
No,
here.
the aim of the game for yellow is to make a continuous link using his playing pieces from any yellow triangle on the far left to any yellow triangle on the far right. And similarly for red, the aim is to make a continuous link from any red circle at the top of the board to any red circle at the bottom.
Okay, well there are 15 pieces each, so that
Okay, that's
says to me that it's
positive.
possible there's all there. So
7, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, maybe. We'll work it out. But anyway, that is September.
coming soon.
Which is a
to
random name. And I'll do some Googling as well on this Paradigm Games. I'll search for their telex number and see if that brings anything up. So there you go. That's September.
Yep.
Then next one we've got here, I mentioned brands of board games that I look out for. This one is a Spears Games, and this is flipping heavy actually.
Yeah,
So this is
That's-
Mind Trap, which I've heard of.
we know about this one. We
Yeah.
weren't sure whether we were
Well,
gonna.
Yeah, I mean, this is Spears Games, who at the time were part of Mattel, which I think they aren't still are now, and this is like a 1993 one. So, the game that will challenge the way you think. Mind Trap contains over 500 fascinating lateral thinking questions. The questions include puzzles, murder mysteries, conundrums, and trick questions that will baffle, boggle, and blow your mind. It's an ingenious party in a box. Play it at home, in your car, or wherever you want to challenge your mind. So,
Right. So
in here, as well as a win a game a day leaflet, which is quite cool. Complete and return this leaflet, and you could win the game of your choice. There's a prize waiting every day until the last day of 1997.
damn, we've missed out on that one.
Anyway, so what you've got here is there's the rules,
Yeah.
but you've got these little. Because I had a little Google of this, and some later versions of Mind Trap had a board, like a big board, so not just the question cards. But here we seem to have this pad, which is quite complete, which has got on it sort of Team A, Team B, and you've got some sort of a kind of pattern here, and you've got the A in the middle and the B in the middle, as
fancy.
if you go round this route.
I found a dice and a pencil.
Oh, okay.
A die, sorry, and a pencil.
Singular. So I just very quickly looked at one of these
Yeah.
cards yesterday in the charity
Look at
shop.
that.
Was it this one?
Yeah.
So here we go. So, for example, when World War One had just started, many of the fighting men wore only cloth caps. As the high number of head injuries became more apparent, metal helmets quickly replaced the cloth caps. Ironically, after issuing metal helmets, the number of head injuries rose even higher. Since the fighting intensity remained constant, how can this strange phenomenon be explained?
They used to take the hats off to scratch the heads because they were uncomfortable, and they get shot.
No.
No? Okay, no
Any
idea.
more guesses? Okay.
Oh, no.
So, although the number of head injuries increased, the number of deaths declined significantly. So the idea is people
Right.
actually survived their head injury, so it's classed as a head injury rather than classing as a death.
Right.
So many soldiers who would have died wearing the cloth caps were now sustaining life-surviving head injuries. A soldier who was killed from a head injury would have been recorded as a death, not as a head injury. So there you go. So that's the kind of thing.
Right. Okay.
Oh yeah, and this is the one I looked at in the shop, which
Right.
this one I've read before, but let's see if you know this.
Okay.
A man and his son were rock climbing on a particularly dangerous mountain when they slipped and fell. The man was killed, but the son lived and was rushed to hospital. The old surgeon looked at the young man and declared, "I can't operate on this boy. He is my son." How could this be?
The doctor is a woman.
Yeah, spot on. Boy's mother. Boy's mother. But anyway, this could be quite good as a general game. I mean, even just the cards on their own are
Yeah.
quite good, and I could see how you do that in the car. Not sure about how you do the whole
How you do it, or
working your way around the. Okay, so the object of the game is to be the first player or team to reach the end of the optical illusion scoring track by correctly solving the mind trap questions. So yeah, it's along that.
So
pathway
I'm
here.
just.
So I
I'm
think they
being
changed
standard
this.
gear and sorting stuff out.
So I think they changed this into a board game with counters rather than
Right.
doing it on a piece of paper. In a way, I kind of like this little piece of paper thing because it physically takes up less space,
Yep.
which is always a good thing in our house. But I think I paid £2 for that,
Yeah.
which again was pretty good.
Yep.
Pretty
I think
good.
so.
So then we got two other bits that we picked up
Yep,
yesterday.
let's see.
Which aren't board games, but
That's mind traps. Anyway, this isn't a board game, but again, it kind of is.
so
fitting
anyone
for-
who follows us on Penny Travels
Yep.
will know that we kind of like a train. Although this year is the year of the tube train rather than
Yes.
anything else, because we're doing Tube Stop Baby. Is that what we call it? Tube Stop Baby.
Cheese Stop Baby.
I'm trying to think of the name
Yeah.
of it now, where we're planning to visit all the tube stops in London with our baby. But we're a sucker for
But by the way, we haven't done anything to. She's actually asleep upstairs, so you
some
know.
miraculous moment.
I think she, unless the unless the
No,
monitor
the
is
monitor
broken.
is on. I checked it. I've just heard her move actually. So we like a jigsaw, and also we kind of like vintage posters.
Yeah.
So on here, it's Flying Scotsman
Yeah.
in the middle of the puzzle, which we've seen. You've
Yes.
seen
Yes,
going through Luton.
I have.
once.
Yes, it passed Luton. It came through Luton.
And we've also
Unfortunately, not under its own steam, but.
still, but we've also seen from afar at the Railway Museum in York
Yep.
before.
Yep.
And on here, it's a series of I think there's 10 posters. I wasn't sure if that was a poster or just a picture.
I don't know, but it's
Or in the middle.
no.
But anyway, 10
I think it is a
vintage
poster.
Flying Scotsman posters, one of which, this one here, as we sit recording this, we've actually got on the
Yeah.
wall up in our living room as well.
I don't have the original one I had, which I lost it in various moves I've had. I picked it up at the National Railway Museum, I believe, when I was young. Speak of the devil. And it was... I'd lost it, and I've since got it again, so this is a reissue of a reissue.
So, 1,000-piece puzzle,
Yeah.
which, Gibson Games, so we will sit and do that at some point. And then finally, before the little one interrupts
kicks
us,
off.
I'm always looking out for plastic boxes in charity shops,
Yep.
because you never know what's in them.
Yep.
It's normally small stuff. So this was a K-Nex box, and I thought, K-Nex, I'm not really into K-Nex. Can't even open the damn thing now.
They've locked it. It's locked. It's locked straight here. Oh, man.
Before,
We didn't plan this one at all.
the lid was quite loose, so I just lifted the lid of the charity shop,
Okay.
and it was fine. So K-Nex, but when you actually look in it, as you can probably tell from the sound,
Yep,
that was the sound
that's
of
in the
Lego.
that's in the microphone to overdrive. Yeah, there you go.
But we did check, and it's not all genuine Lego.
No,
is
this,
it?
like for
Some
example,
of
that
it-
isn't genuine. That's no
Some
idea.
of it is, and you can normally tell if you look on the Lego pieces themselves and look on the dots or
The,
raised
what-
bits,
the,
whatever
the
they're called.
bits that where they've been made,
Yeah,
they normally these are slightly in. Where if you compare it to
but these
an
also
actual
say
Lego
Lego
one.
on them. You've got Lego actually written on the
Yeah.
dots there. So
Right.
So we paid £5 for that. There is real Lego in there. We need to sort it out, but seeing as my son is Lego obsessed, he'll be happy with that anyway.
So that's probably it. I
That's
think.
it for today's charity shop haul. But
Can
there'll
we
be
mention
more.
our new Facebook page?
Oh yeah,
the-
we have also set up a new Facebook group actually
sorry.
for people who like us like vintage board games.
Yeah.
So we'll be populating that with links to some of the reviews of things we've done already, pictures of stuff we found. We'll put pictures up of what we found today. So if you search on Facebook for Vintage Board Games UK,
Yeah, you will
because
find it.
we couldn't find a
No,
vintage
there's
board game
there's
group
an
in the
American
UK.
one.
There's an American
Yeah.
one which is really good, but no British one. So
So-
we've created one and we'll start putting.
It was
stuff
funny,
in there.
really, because you sat there and going, "Oh, it's such a shame there's not a UK one." Well, just start one.
So that's what I've done.
So that's what.
That's like that. So anyway, that's it for now. I think we've got a baby who needs a bottle at the moment,
Yep.
so we had better go. But thank you for watching. If you like what you see, make sure you click like down below and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.